Hi dear children, how are you all? Okay children, yesterday we were seeing about the outer structure and the internal components of our earth. Our earth has four spheres. One is the main solid creature structure is the lithosphere. The envelope of air surrounding our earth is the atmosphere. The water bodies present on the earth is the hydrosphere, and the layer where the living organisms exist is the biosphere. And about the structure of the earth, we have three things: crust, the outermost part of the earth where we live, animals live, trees live, oceans are present, all those things come under crust. Crust is just 5 to 30 kilometers depth, and it has two types: continental crust and oceanic crust, and it has two main elements called the silica and the aluminium. The layer below the crust is the mantle. Mantle has two elements, one is silica and magnesium, otherwise termed as SEMA. It is wider enough, 2900 kilometers thick, and it has the molten rock in semi-solid state, very hot rock called the magma. This only comes out of the earth through the vent of a mountain as volcano. The innermost and the hottest part of our earth is the core. It is made up of nickel and iron. Since it has a lot of iron, and the rotation of the core creates a magnetic field which helps in the gravitational force, earth's gravitational force, and this helps the people and the trees and other objects to stand still on the ground. Today we are going to learn about the rocks. Where are the rocks found? It's found on the crust, the outer layer of an boiled egg, isn't it? Likewise, the earth has a very thin outer layer. This is the storehouse of rocks, and each rock has a lot of minerals in them. Sometimes one mineral are present, sometimes an alloy of minerals are present. A combination of various minerals are present, and they are of various types. It is very hard and packed like granite, soft like clay, or very loose like in sand. And we are going to learn about three types of rocks today. One is the igneous rocks, second one is the sedimentary rocks, and third one is the metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks. Ignis means fire. Ignis is a Latin word. It's not an Indian word. It's a Latin word. European country's Latin word. It means fire. From fire we get this rock. How is it possible? See, yesterday I was telling you about the core, mantle, and the other things. Mantle, you have molten rocks. Ratha bhumi madri that rocks are molten, hot, very hot. பாறைகள் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஹாட் ஆகி நெருப்பு குழம்பு மாதிரி இருக்கும். Out of pressure, they want to come out of the earth. So they travel through a pipeline chamber, and wherever you can see some mountains have a small open at the crater சொல்லுவாங்க, vent opening at the top of their head. One fine day it burst out. This magma, molten magma, very hot rocks in semi-solid stage, comes out of the vent, mouth of the mountain, splashes like anything. When it flows down, as it flows down, it cools, because the temperature inside the earth is very hot, but when it touches atmospheric air, it cools down. When it cools down, they become blackish in color, hardens, and settles as rocks. And these rocks are otherwise known as, nicknamed as, primary or mother rocks, because every rock, whatever we see on this land, or whatever we get on this land, are formed directly or indirectly from these rocks only. I'll send you some pictures also along with this notes. The second type of rock is sedimentary. Sediment means what? When you filter a tea, the sediment you can see on that net, isn't it? filter. So padiyarudhu. Again, this is from a Latin word sediment, which means settle. You can see the water running through various places or the air flowing. Whenever they come, move in a very rugged way, very forceful way, they carry a lot of rocks, sand, soil, dust, everything along with them. And as they keep on flowing through a particular place for a multiple years, thousands of years or lakhs of years, they keep settling such dust, rocks, sand, barks of a tree, branches of trees, and leaves, and even animals, dead birds, corpse of animals and birds, they say, and many things they carry along with them. Wherever the flow is slow, they settles them down. Again they keep flowing, leaving all these sediments at that particular place. So as such, so many rocks, multiple type of rocks, various nature of rocks together come and settle for thousands years. They keep on pressure because of heat and pressure, they keep settling down one after the other, and they become hard and compact. Such rocks are known as sedimentary rocks. You could see the fossils even in them. Padimam paklam, that animals bones and calcium content, other things, animals, decayed animals and birds, or even human beings, those things get entrapped trapped into these rocks. As days goes on, these calcium content become one of the major content of the rocks. Some examples are sandstone, limestone, chalk, gypsum, coal, conglomerate, likewise. The third important type of rock is a metamorphic rock. Again, metamorphism means change of form. It changes from one form to another. When these sedimentary rocks, after millions of years, they are having a lot of pressure mounted on it, or heat and pressure together changes them into another type of rock. When do this happen? See, igneous rocks comes out from the mouth of a mountain, keeps flowing through its way, it becomes an igneous rock. The river or glacier or wind carry, the rivers and glaciers can carry the rocks and sand. The wind can carry as my tiny particle of sand or dust and from them. So they carry these igneous rocks, take them to somewhere else, settles there. Various types of mineral content rocks and soils keep settling over one above the other, and they form the sedimentary rocks. As days goes on, various types of rocks and soil keep mounting on them. So the very first formed sedimentary rocks go deep into the ground. These deep into embedded rocks, due to heat and pressure, because lot of tons of soil and trees are placed over them due to the ages, they become the one which is found below the earth, underneath the earth. Due to more heat and pressure, they changes their form. Like graphite becomes gneis, basalt becomes schist, limestone become marble. So there is a change of form. Such rocks are known as metamorphic rocks. I am sending you of the pictures of sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, everything. And today we are going to learn about the rock cycle, just like a water cycle. How the upper surface of the water gets evaporated due to solar energy, and they are changing evaporation, then they form the clouds, condensation, then precipitation, they fall as rain, again they come back to the river water bodies. The same way we have a rock cycle here. How does it happen? You see, these are the mountains. Underneath the earth you have a hot molten rocks called the magma. Due to pressure and heat they come out, and this is ashes and the stones thrown away. Okay, then they flow through on the sides of the mountains. As they come below, they become cool, they cool down, and they become the igneous rocks. Lot of rocks, after multiple of years, they keep mounted and they become a sediment. They totally forms a big bulk there. Then they are carried by the river water, rain water, or glaciers, and they come and settle somewhere else. So from so many places these types of igneous rocks are carried and they become they sediment, and they slowly form sedimentary rocks because sand and silt and rocks keep settling above, so their layer is automatically coming down, they become the sedimentary rocks. They keep coming down after multiple of years, millions of years. 1 million is 10 lakhs, likewise so many lakhs of years this process happens. The rocks go lower and lower of the surface. As they go below, because of heat and tension and pressure, they form as the metamorphic rocks. And again, because of the same heat and pressure, the solid rocks become semi-solid molten rocks. If it is given too much of heat, the solid particle become liquid, then they become the hot rocks, semi-solid rocks, liquidity form. Then again they come out of the mountain as igneous rocks, they cools down, no sorry, as lava, they come out as lava, flow as lava, and magma comes out as lava, they cools down as igneous rocks, keep settling, and rivers carry them, they become the sedimentary rocks, they go settle down below as days goes on, then they become the metamorphic rocks, again because of heat and pressure they become liquid form, again they try to come out. So this way the rock cycle happens.